Ladies and gentlemen,
aka Mr. Cross.
good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy.
It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee.
Early in the morning, time to get it in. Time to show and prove, show you what I've been doing. Saying fools rush in, but I'm coming with a passion. I'm trying to get to know you while you're thinking that.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Cause my sound is supersonic. I done came so far, and it's early in the morning. I just woke
Michael,
up my sleep,
good morning.
put some water on my face. Yeah, it's just another day.
Esther,
in the
good
Golden
morning.
State. Ain't no tossing and turning or time for insomnia. I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama.
Hey, we back.
Doing what I promised.
What is
And
today?
even if I fail, at least
Tuesday,
I was honest.
September
See,
10th.
I can only do what's in my power.
Terry,
To do
how are you
what
doing?
good is
Chris,
power.
good morning.
If I use it like a fool, if I wanna make it to
Keisha
the top, I gotta
K,
steady
all
cruise.
right, how
Or
are
I
you
can
doing?
sit back and just watch the news.
Ooh, don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. Good morning,
I was
Jess.
born to be your
How are you
winner, You
doing?
can never stop me.
Saucy
Don't
Coco
try to
Dim, good
photocopy,
morning.
You can never top me.
I see
was
you,
born to
Keisha.
be your winner. You can never stop me.
Hey.
Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing. And when you play the game, man, you
got
better
to.
know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy. I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your
Hold on.
feelings and be careful when you flashing. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy. I ain't even had my coffee. I just put my watch on. You know what time it is. I'm chasing my purpose in this music business. Let's get it in. I'm so focused on my mission. There's no competition. There's no excuses for opposition. One thing's for certain. I'm motivated to be in the kitchen. I gotta listen if I wanna make a difference. Cause what I'm doing can be lost in an instance. Now I'm making a living, so why the hell are they tripping? Is it because I'm the one that they see in their visions? I got a million different ways I could hit with precision. I know I'm gifted cause the way that I speak causes change. And even though it's hard, I stayed in my lane. Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy.
All right, I'm back,
being
ladies and gentlemen.
It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing. And when you play the game, man, you better know
Let's
your
go!
It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee.
Yes, break it down now.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Louis the Tuxedo Cat, nice to see you, my brother. All right, Tinkerbell. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, I'm your pilot, and you know exactly why we are here. But before we get started, let's take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus. Or as some like to say, Triple H. You know why they call me Triple H? Terry? Yeah, it's me again, Terry. You miss me, Terry? Woo, Terry, you getting me started this early in the morning? You act like we used to date or something, Terry. Come on, knock it off. You know you are so thrilled to see me, all right? I mean, what have you been doing all night, Terry, besides thinking about Zeus? Seriously. Yeah, so what we do is we hold our friends on the right accountable. And so back to Terry real quick. Terry, you know they call me Triple H, all right? Yeah, they come every day, Southern Delight. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, the first H is because I'm honest, all right? The second H is because I am humble. And Terry, are you there? Are you there, Terry? I want to know if you know why they call me, what's the last H in the Triple H, Terry? Are you there, Terry? What's the last H, if you don't mind? Terry, are you there? All right, I guess Terry is, preoccupied in that bathtub that she is sitting in while she's listening to Zeus. Terry, the last H is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. Thank you. All right, thank you, everyone. Yeah, Trump is panicking. Now, many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of town and this side of TikTok. What we do is very, very... Yeah, I'm living rent-free in Terry's head. Not Miss Terry. Oh, Miss Terry, you're so kind. Thank you so much. All right. But you know what? I appreciate your honesty, all right? The other Terry in here, she's not as honest as you. She's, I'm telling you, struggling to come clean, keep it clean, but she's struggling to come clean and admit she's obsessed with Zeus. All right. So, yeah, she got that jungle fever. That might be it too. All right. All right. So, listen up. Many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of town, on this side of TikTok. What we do is very, very special. We hold our friends on the right, especially their cult leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable. You like that background? Oh, doesn't that look like so fitting? Because we all know this is coming, right? We hold our friends on the right, especially their cult leader, Donald Trump, accountable for the dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, as well as their crimes. And believe you me, when it comes to dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds and crimes, isn't it safe to say that our friends on the right, they seem to have hit the jackpot, right? You love the background? I love it too. I figured you all might get a little kick out of that, all right? Take a screenshot. Go ahead. Let me get out of the picture. Go ahead. Get a screenshot. All right. Get your screenshot going once. Going twice. All right, done. Oh my gosh, the hate that you spread. Somebody put something in the chat real quickly. Don, I was in the middle of my introduction and I saw that you said Zeus is spreading hate. I don't spread hate on this platform. I spread love. All right, we spread truth. We do push back against lies and misinformation, that's for sure. And we do deal with people who are in the MAGA cult by making sure they know they're in a cult, and we let them know they have the MAGA demon inside of them. So yes, that's what we do. Yes, Trump does spread hate, not us. All right. Now, I got something to say to you, Trump supporters. Do we have any Trump supporters out there in the chat right now? If you're MAGA, please put a 1 in the chat because I got to give you a heads up. Yeah, MAGA does spread hate. Any Trump supporters out there? Put a 1 in the chat if you're MAGA. Okay, all right. So listen up. I'm going to give you the opportunity of a lifetime. You might want to leave this live because it's going to get very, very uncomfortable in here. And, you know, if you're hungry, you're not going to be so hungry anymore, right? Oh, wait a second. She's getting walked tonight? Oh, wait a second. Danny Lynn, 72. Who's getting walked tonight, Danny Lynn? Did I miss something? Danny Lynn? You know, I don't like it when people just come into my live and they just start lying. So Danny Lynn, and anybody else that believes what Danny Lynn is saying, that Kamala Harris is going to get walked, I don't know what the heck that means. You might want to leave this live because it's going to get very uncomfortable. All right, but get this. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
You hear that, MAGA? That's your cult leader instructing all of you to leave America right now. This is the same guy that invited you to the Capitol on January 6th and told you that you don't represent this country. And so if you're a Trump supporter and you don't like the way President Biden and Kamala Harris have rescued this country, secured our borders, cooled the economy, and brought down inflation, if you don't like any of that, you might as well get your bags and get the heck out of the United States of America. Because I'll be honest with you, we could care less if you leave. Honestly, that would probably make America great. I won't say again, but it would make America great if every single doggone Trump supporter would just get out of here. You've never had anything great to say about this country. Not one Trump supporter. I've talked to thousands, and I mean thousands of Trump supporters in this country on TikTok, and never have I heard one of them say anything great about this country. So why the heck are you still here? Does any Trump supporter out there have anything great to say about the United States? See, this is what they don't understand. We see you for what you are. You're not patriots. You're traitors. You're seditionist, treasonist traitors. Why are you even voting? You don't trust this country. Why are you even voting? Sit down in whatever basement you are in. You know, Trump calls them basement dwellers. Just stay in the basement and keep being losers. All right? Why are you in the United States of America? Any Trump supporters out there want to answer that question? Why are you still here? You don't ever have anything nice to say. You know, I was trying to be nice today. Ladies and gentlemen, today is September 10th. I'm so desperate. It's not the country, it's the government. Okay, Mama, Nana, no, you can't even come in the box. Any Trump supporters want to get in the box before I get started with my content? Just put a guest request in, because, you know, we don't got much time. First things first, I want to make sure you Trump supporters are aware. Kamala Harris just released an amazing new commercial this morning. Every day she's been dropping bombs on Donald Trump and his campaign. I said, this woman totally understands it. She is going to be ready on day one to begin leading this country towards the future. All right. And she's taking care of business like you've never seen a president take care of business. So her new campaign ad, it has just released. All right. And this is devastating to Donald Trump once again. It's an attack ad, obviously, for him failing to bring energy and enthusiasm to the presidential race. You know, Donald Trump, in case you didn't know, he's 78 years old, and he's showing signs of dementia. You know, if you listen to his family, they'll tell you dementia runs in their family, and it runs real deep. And Donald Trump has it. But let's listen to this ad Kamala Harris just dropped this morning. It's really, really great. I mean, you know, it goes great with your coffee. Make sure you get your coffee and listen up. Listen up. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Oh my goodness. You gotta, you know, the bills sometimes gotta get paid, but we'll play it. Here you go.
Year-old billionaire. Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems.
Oh, she had a big crowd. Oh, the crowd.
This weird obsession with crowd sizes. It just goes on and on and on.
Nobody cares.
America's ready for a new chapter. We are ready for a President Kamala Harris.
And Kamala Harris will approve this message.
Wow, wow, wow. So it's an ad where President Barack Obama is calling Donald Trump out for his weird obsession with crowd size. And many of you, you know what it's, you know what they say when you got a small crowd size, right? What else is small, right? And then they show his supporters at his rallies falling asleep. And I said, this, ladies and gentlemen, is proof positive that Donald Trump is just way too old to be president of these United States. So guess what we're going to do? Since Donald Trump doesn't have the energy and enthusiasm to be president, imagine this guy really trying to be president for another 4 more years. Not going to work. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Donald Trump and his supporters our first honorable round of, you guessed it, boos and shame. That's the first one.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
How many bots are in here? I don't think there's any bots except the Trump bots. There's some Trump supporting bots out there, all right? And so, you know, we're moving on into some of the other main issues that are going on, right? Yesterday on social media, we all found out that there was more misinformation and disinformation floating around out there, right? We heard about this, right? And I think Morning Joe this morning did an excellent job talking about a fourth-hand story from Facebook, all right? And this story involves migrants and eating. This story involves migrants and pets. When I heard this, I said, you know, I knew it was a lie, but I didn't think it would travel this far. But you know what they say? They say lies travel further than the truth. And this is a great example of that. To the Trump supporters, please understand, all of you Trump supporters, there's something wrong with your brain, all right? And I mean this in the nicest way possible, but you have to learn how to pick out things that are just lies and sound good, all right, and separate them from the things that are actually honest and truthful. All right? This is going to, if you don't learn anything else in life, MAGA, learn this. Listen up. All right, how many of you know about this?
Producer Alex Borson just said in my ear, Willie will do the eating pets story next.
Oh, good.
Which is a very strict.
Eating pets. All right. Please tell me no Trump. Please tell me there's not a Trump supporter that believes this. I hope there's no Trump supporter that believes this story or believed it at all.
Well, that's what the slug says.
A very
It says
strange
eating
thing
pets.
for one person to say to another, but here goes.
Okay.
Some Republicans in recent days have been amplifying false claims about migrants eating pets and wildlife.
Are there any Trump supporters out there that believe this story? Are there any Trump supporters out there that believe this story about migrants eating pets? I'm looking in the chat because this is a larger problem. Any Trump supporters believe this story about the migrants eating the pets? Hey, Tiffany for the people. Any Trump supporters out there believe this story? I'm just listening. It's true. It's on video. Okay, so we have some people out there.
Began spreading on social media over the weekend, fueled by a fourth-hand story that appeared to come from a Facebook group in Springfield, Ohio.
What's wrong with these people?
So someone in this
story on
local
Facebook.
a random person in this local group posted their neighbor's daughter's friend had lost her cat, claiming Haitians use the pet for food. A screenshot of the Facebook post was shared on X Sunday by a conservative pundit, racking up 3 million views in 24 hours. The false claim then spread by other prominent supporters of Donald Trump, including Elon Musk.
This is why it was trending yesterday.
Elon Musk
like
amplified
major
this,
news.
as he stated as a matter of fact. Also, Senator Ted Cruz of Texas and Republican Congressman Jim Jordan of Ohio. This is congressional leadership amplifying this. And then Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, posted yesterday about Haitian immigrants, calling them illegal and echoing the false claims about pets being abducted and eaten. I'm not making this up. The Springfield, Ohio police said in a statement, there are no credible reports of Haitian immigrants harming pets. The city then posted a statement saying the Haitians are in the United States legally under a humanitarian program.
Members of the Trump family were tweeting this. Like, look what's happening. You have to vote for Donald Trump. Swear to God.
Rev, to Joe's point earlier, this is the kind of stuff that not that long ago would sort of pop up in these dark, strange corners of the internet and be snuffed out, and just so the mouth breathers could talk about it among themselves. But now you've got Elon Musk, and it's risen to the top of the presidential ticket, and J.D. Vance amplifying something clearly made up. The Washington Post has a long piece debunking this too. The photograph that they're using isn't even from Springfield.
All right, so to the Trump supporters, the story was made up. All right, so can the Trump supporter? Are there any Trump supporters in the chat right now? I've been randomly selecting any Trump supporter to come up in here and really explain what they're saying in the comment section. And every single time, good morning, attacking. Every single time I've invited a Trump supporter to come into the box, they hit the decline button, right? And so now I'm going to have to lay down the law. Good morning, Jeff. Nice to see you, brother. Listen up. If you are a Trump supporter and then you put a lie in my chat, and then I ask you to get in the box, and then you decline my invitation, I'm going to have my moderators, especially Little Hawk. Little Hawk, I don't know if he's here. He will put you in a straitjacket because we don't know if you're a bot or not. All right. And the only way we'll know if you're a bot or not is if you get in the box and explain what the heck you're talking about. And if you don't know what you're talking about, do us all a huge favor and just zip it. All right. You've gotten this country in enough trouble as is. All right. Stop lying and learn how to separate lies from the truth. Quit letting Donald Trump mislead you and misguide you. It's embarrassing. It's sad that people like myself, people in the comment section, religiously have to wake up and do this kind of work daily to help you all understand you've been lied to, and you still are getting lied to. You don't know what you're talking about. You follow fake news. All right. So listen, I got Gerald Ramos saying I don't know what I am talking about. Gerald, I don't know if you're a bot or not, but I've sent you an invite to get in the box. Right? Now, I guarantee you, Gerald, like Donald Trump, is going to have every excuse in the book for why he can't get in the box and debate Kamala Harris. I mean, Zeus. So guess what, Gerald? I'm just going to have to conclude. You're probably sitting at home in the basement somewhere. You're a basement dweller watching Fox News. Don't get mad at me for calling you a basement dweller. That's what Donald Trump calls you. All right? And so, Gerald, you're possessed with the MAGA demon. I don't want to talk to you either. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send Gerald straight to the lake of fire. I'm turning it up for you, Gerald. I really am. And may you rest in hell. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending Gerald straight to the pits of hell by giving him a round of boos and shame. Goodbye, Gerald. You're a liar, Gerald. Wow, Gerald, you really must have really stepped in it this morning. Are there any other Trump supporters out there that like being lied to, like Gerald does? Because obviously, Gerald sends all of his money to Donald Trump. Gerald probably hasn't even paid his rent this month because he sent his rent money to Donald Trump's campaign because he, like all the other Trump supporters, think Donald Trump is going to be the president. All right. So who do we got next? Oh, I see I got a couple of, who do we have next? Who is this person right here? I don't know who this is. How do you pronounce your name?
Zerp.
Zerb. Yes, what brings you to the guest box?
Oh, I got bad connection.
Oh, you got a bad connection, all right. You want to try again?
Yeah, I have bad connection. I'm sorry.
Nope, it's all it's all good. Who do we have? Who is this dark wolf? Going once. Oh my gosh. Yes. You're moving? You're driving? I don't know. You got a lot going on back there, Dark Wolf Kane. I'm going to need. Yeah, but it's too much noise. It's too much noise, brother. When you park, you come on back into the box, all right? I don't know if this was a Trump supporter or not, but we got to do this, all right? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the box is serious business. When people get in the box, right, we only got a little bit of time. We want you to stand still, all right, and just get it out of there, all right? That makes the show a lot smoother, all right? Seriously. No disrespect. I get it. People want to get in the box and say things, but in the interest of time, we just want to make sure you get in the box. The Wi-Fi is strong, and you get it in and out as fast as possible, all right? That's what we like to do. Who do we have? Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Lewis, my good friend Lewis. Yes, my brother, how are you doing? How are you doing,
Hey,
Lewis?
how's it going there, Zeus?
I'm all right. I'm just, going through my content and dealing with these supporters. But what do you
Man,
got
it's been
for
a
us,
while
my good
here.
friend? Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to really come on here, and I definitely want to thank you for that interview that partnership that you had there with Michael Cohen. I'm on board with Michael Cohen anyway, but man,
Yeah.
that's the best I've ever seen anybody give him a platform. I mean, he really got it out. You really supported all his intentions, and it was really great.
Yeah, thank
Only
you.
thing I didn't like is that you let him curse too much.
But I know.
Zeus,
I-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sorry, Mom. I already apologized for that, but you're right.
Oh, okay. All right. But no, he was fantastic. You were fantastic.
Thank you.
Man, I'm telling you something. I think what I want to see today is I do want some, and I hate to even say this. This is really hard for me to say.
Get
but
it out, brother.
I really want to hear from Snuggles and some of those people on the other side of what they think tonight is going to go like.
You want to
And
hear
then-
from Snuggles?
I know that's a shocker to you because you know but I just want to hear what they think is going to happen before Kamala destroys him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure they're thinking Trump's going to destroy her. You know what I'm saying? So I want them to eat
Well,
crow tomorrow.
if Snuggles in the audience, let's see, maybe. Oh, I mean, so yeah, I'll see what he can do. All right, but I got to keep my shocker right next to me when Snuggles is in the box because I can't let him go too
I
far.
hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. All right, well, Zeus, I just wanted to come on. I've been wanting to catch you a few weeks, but I've been always driving when you're on or something's going on. But I really wanted to come on and thank you for that. That was fantastic, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was random, to be quite honest. You always got to just make sure you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But, having Cohen on the show and really allowing him to push back against these Trump supporters, ever since that moment, I don't think these Trump supporters want to get in the box and explain anything anymore because they know we're watching them. They know we have the answers.
We have the answers. We have the answers. Did you see her platform? Did you see her policies and all that stuff?
Yes, sir. Yep. She laid it all out there.
She's ready. She's ready. And the way she laid it out last night was when she really went official with it, and he has no time to prep for it, so he's going to screw it up. You know what I'm saying? He can't find any flaws with that because it's perfect. I was just reading it just a second ago, and it's perfect.
It's on her website. You just go to her website.
And when a lot of these people are coming on and saying she's not doing any interviews, what you have to remember, Zeus, is that she can't really step on Joe. This is still Joe Biden's presidency. She doesn't want to step on his toes, but I think she's a little bit more progressive than Joe is. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't want to step on his toes, or she don't want to undermine anything that he has to, and she don't want to appear to be mimicking him. So she has to really stay away from the press. Feed them with a long-handled spoon. That's what my mother used to say. You feed them with a long-handled spoon. You only talk to them when you want to talk to them. Simple as that.
Yeah, I agree. All right, brother Lewis. Thank you, my good friend.
Right, say thanks, man. Thanks for letting me up, man. And man, give me more Takesha, man. I'm telling you right now, bro.
I know, right? Takesha, if you're there, your fans want to hear from you. All right, seriously, but get better first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Lewis a round of applause.
Is she sick? I didn't know she was sick.
Oh yeah, she came up yesterday and she let us know she's been taking care of herself. But yeah, we don't want her to push herself too hard now.
Absolutely not. That's absolutely not. All right. Have a great day, man. I'll be listening to you.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Lewis another round of applause. All right. Here he goes. All right. Listen, speak of the devil, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Speak of the devil. All right. Yeah. So let's get this out of the way. Snuggles.
Yeah.
Lewis asked a question. Could you at least answer his question? What are you thinking is going to happen tonight?
Oh, yes. First off, I just want to thank Lewis for asking me a question and to support a criminal like Michael Cohen. But yeah, let me tell you that tonight is going to be a great, great night.
Wait. What? You said supporting a criminal.
Yeah, like Michael Cohen. You guys support him.
But you support Trump. You support Trump.
No. It really, as court cases hasn't worked out.
No, but Trump is a felon, so please don't use that language. Do not use that language on this platform.
Sure.
If you're voting for Trump, you cannot speak about felons at all. Just leave it alone.
Can you tell me why you support felons?
Who do I support that's a felon?
Michael Cohen. He's a felon. Why do you support him?
Who said I support him?
He actually went to jail because you're on his program. You love
him. Is that what you call? Am I voting for him to be president? No. But who is? You are. So I don't want to hear the felon nonsense.
He's not a convicted felon until he's sentenced.
No. That's not how it works.
Those convictions will be overturned, sir.
So I got to mute Snuggles. We had a conversation about this the other day. There's a difference between conviction and sentencing. Go and look it up. Snuggles, stop lying. And secondly, again, I don't allow Trump supporters to get up here and act like, and I don't let Trump supporters get up here and act like, oh, we can talk about one person and their dirty deeds, but we can't say anything about Donald Trump's dirty deeds. Why do you
hang around Michael Cohen?
Why are you voting for Donald Trump is the only question I'm entertaining. But you know what? Let's answer Lewis's question first. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Listen, Donald Trump's just going to stay quiet like he did with Biden and let her talk because she doesn't know shit. Oh,
Please.
I'm so sorry. Did I use a swear word?
Yes, you did.
I'm so sorry. You're so Christian.
That's
I
right.
admit, you're a very Christian guy.
This guy is the.
Do you like when I dog walk you?
Snuggles, I got something to tell you. That little graph that you've been, that little graph that you've been,
graph for you?
little graph that you've been parading
Yeah, let me
around
bring
here.
that up.
Bring that up real quick, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's bring that
This is something I want Trump supporters to also be aware of.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
yeah, this is another lie that's circulating on the internet.
Right.
I
This
bring
graph
Snuggles
here
up.
shows-
Okay, I'll explain this. This is Snuggles' graph trying to explain. No, I'll explain it. Let me explain this.
Let me.
No. Just get your head out of the way.
Not until I explain it.
No, get Snuggles. I got this.
On my live, I have explained very well.
Okay, Snuggles, please get. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Snuggles is there. You go. Look at this graph.
Say I love you, Snuggles. Say,
You know what, Snuggles? I got it. You know what? I don't even want to talk about that. I got one serious question. I got one serious question. No, Snuggles, I got one serious question. Why don't
that you're losing in this graph?
Snuggles? Why don't you ever say anything nice about the United States of America? I'm just curious. No. I've never heard you speak highly of the United States. Could you explain why you've never done that? No, you haven't.
Bro, I'm an
American. Name one thing you love about the United States.
I don't love Kamala Harris, but that's the only thing. If she was only out of there, that would be make America great again.
Wow. And so Snuggles,
look at that graph that I brought up. Look at that inflation chart.
Yeah.
God,
okay,
Biden
Snuggles.
sucks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to call this out. All the credit Trump is trying to get during his previous 4 years, word around the town is it actually belongs to Mike. No. It actually belongs to Mike Pence. All right. So listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Snuggles is going around TikTok giving Donald Trump credit for all the things Mike Pence did. Isn't that embarrassing? Snuggles has no clue what he's talking about, just like all of his supporters. If, for instance, the border was more secure under the Trump-Pence administration, who do we give the credit to? We don't give it to Trump. We give it to Mike Pence. Right? Because that's what they're trying to do with Kamala Harris, right? You see how this works, Snuggles? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give Snuggles the biggest round of booze and shame because every day on this app, he embarrasses himself. And by the way, there's a documentary that I'm in the works of working on. It's going to be called How We Got Here, right? And when but Kamala Harris wins this November, watch this. This is how this is going to go. We're going to compile all of this footage together, and we're going to walk MAGA through every moment they were going to lose. All right. And it's going to be the biggest L you've ever seen. All right. But in the meantime and in between time, join me, ladies and gentlemen, in giving Snuggles, who's giving Donald Trump credit for what Mike Pence did. All right. And making himself look real terrible on TikTok every day. Join me in giving him what he deserves. This big round of booze and shame. Bye, Snuggles. Snuggles, you're possessed with the MAGA demon, bro. Sick.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Yeah, he doesn't. Snuggles is terrified, and he speaks for all MAGA. All right, 99% of the Trump supporters on this app, they go to Snuggles University. All right, and Snuggles got his degree from Trump University. All right, and so he's been running all over TikTok, proud of that. All right, I've never seen anything like this in my life. All right, who do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we have here?
Hey, I apologize. I'm a Harris 2024.
Okay, all right.
What Snuggles said was disingenuously just wrong. Trump is convicted. I was infuriated what he said. And the fact that it is that he doesn't understand the law or has any knowledge of law, because I'm in law enforcement.
Oh.
And the fact that he said that is
Oh.
wrong.
Oh, so what exactly did Snuggles get wrong? Is it the part where he said Trump hasn't been convicted?
Yes. You are. So what ends up happening is there's an allegation,
Mm-hmm.
and based on once you get through the court system process, through the appeals and motions and whatnot, you get a trial. And it's the jury or a bench trial that determines whether or not there's enough evidence or probable cause to put in a guilty verdict. And because Donald Trump was convicted by a jury of 12 of his peers, the verdict was guilty. So those 34 felony counts are on his record.
They're on his record, and he's a felon, correct?
Yes, and the fact, and also I wanted to get on live yesterday, and I saw your live, and I wanted to say how I am so heartbroken and just mad that the Fraternal Order of Police is endorsing a convicted felon. And it's enraged me because it questions the morality of not all, but officers.
Yeah. What does it look like when these officers support Donald Trump, knowing that it was his supporters that actually attacked law enforcement on January 6th?
And I'll make it even better. There were law enforcement supporters that were part of the January J6 situation.
Wow.
And it's god awful because not only that, but it questions the structure, the ethical portion of law enforcement, the morality of people, and it's wrong. And there are states that are imposing, like for example, Illinois, the Safety Act, and making it a lot harder for officers to. It's making it more accessible for board members to review and put judgment on officers' misconducts. And that's the issue, because I give another example. When Chicago, when we had this supposed
you're in Chicago, the Chicago area.
I live around the area and I work in Chicago. I'm not. Okay. I just don't want to give more.
Don't do anything. No, I'm just curious because I heard a lot of these people complaining about the Chicago area, and I'm just curious.
BS.
Oh.
Yes. They use it as they use it as a talking point, because you could say the same thing anywhere else. If you go to, like, for example, if you look at factual evidence, the number one state with the highest murder rate, that's Mississippi.
Oh. And that's Democrat-led. That's a Democrat state, correct?
No, that is a Republican state based on the fact that you have. Oh my God!
Wow, my oh my! How the truth is all of a sudden coming out. You see how this works, MAGA?
And the fact of the matter is that I know that Mississippi is number one and Louisiana is number two.
Another Democrat ran state.
No, Republican.
Oh.
Well, yes, Republican.
Oh.
And if you look at the pew pew laws there, they are very much laxed.
So because they say if you know what stops a person with a pew pew, right? A bad person with a pew pew is you give a bunch of people pew pews. That's what they say. You're telling me that doesn't work?
Why don't you ask I'm not trying to be smart aleck, but why don't you ask the people, the teachers in Tennessee? Because they had pew pews in their desks, and did they use them? No. That is a disingenuous comment used by the MAGA the MAGA talking point. That is a very disingenuous comment because and also, oh my goodness, we could go on and on this topic, and it's just infuriating.
Don't let it get to
what
you.
Snuggle said. I want to say, Zeus, I love your lives. You hit him with facts, and I enjoy your life.
Thank you. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming up here. I know sometimes it gets a little difficult for us to endure this, but I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a while. They won't get away with a single thing, all right? I'm prosecuting them, and they don't even know it, my good friend, all right?
And I'm gonna say this: anybody who is MAGA, who is in law enforcement, I really want you all to understand, morally and ethically, from your hearts, can you honestly back an individual who is a convicted felon, who is adjudicated SA offender, who said so many things that on live, who's just, how can you take that oath of office? Take that oath of office to protect the Constitution and the civilians in your city or your town or your county, and to stand by a morally disingenuous, evil individual?
That's a great question, sir. And hopefully we can get a Trump supporter to be brave enough to actually articulate why they could support such a person. I don't get it.
I would like to see a law enforcement officer come up here. To be honest, I want somebody.
Any law enforcement officers in the chat that are supporting Donald Trump? Seriously, we'll have the conversation because I don't know why they would either. I don't know how they can say how they can go. You need to back the blue, but then they're okay with Trump attacking the blue. I don't get how that's even possible.
And it's because of the fact that this is scary because if you look at history, especially a certain Benito, who used law enforcement as his own little Stapo to give them immunity, just like what Trump said. I will give law enforcement immunity, which is by far the worst idea. Because now you have law enforcement officers who have a power that hold in their hands to be used in whatever way. For what? For what?
Yeah. Good question. These are great questions, and none of them want to actually come up here and talk to a real person in law enforcement that would be willing to hold their feet to the fire. Where are all those cops for Trump at right now? Where are they? They took pictures with him when he lands his planes at the little airports he goes and visits, right? They take photos with him. They know he's a convicted felon. They don't mind being in a picture with him. Name one other person that they would take pictures with that they know is a convicted felon.
Honestly, they're hiding. They're hiding because they know that if you are, they're hiding. They're hiding. They're hiding.
Well, listen, we're gonna smoke them out, my good friend. All right.
Thank you so much. And
all right, if there's a situation again that arises, please send a guest request up. If there's a law enforcement officer and we get them in the box, you feel free to send Zeus a guest request. I will let you and that officer have the conversation because I would like to know, how do you put your uniform every day and kiss his rear end?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. All right, brother.
Thank you, Zeus.
You're welcome. Brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give his guest a round of applause. How do you say your name again?
Zerpy or Zerp.
Zerp. All right, let's give Zerp a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We're saving the United States, ladies and gentlemen, every single time we go live. All right, seriously. Thank you, my brother. All right. Who do we have next, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we have next? You're back. You're back after the last time we talked, and like a weak person, you dropped because I was holding your feet to the fire. Have you thought about the lessons I was teaching you since we talked last, Texas, or are you up here just to play games?
You'll have to remind me, man.
Do you take anything to like medication wise seriously?
No.
Well, then how do you explain you losing your mind since we last talked? What the heck happened?
I mean, I talk to other human beings and have other
So
conversations.
your memory
like
is
you do.
terrible.
Yep.
Your memory is terrible.
It's
Well, then
just
why?
as bad as Joe's.
So what brings you back to the box? Because
Oh,
this is embarrassing.
You was talking about the debate, man. I wanted to talk about the debate. Zeus.
Oh, what do you think is going to happen today?
Same thing that happened in the last debate.
What's that?
The liberal candidate quit.
So you believe Kamala Harris is going to quit?
I think the DNC gonna be spiraling.
And I don't believe Joe Biden necessarily quit. You know, he put up a good resistance, but then he acknowledged, you know what, it's time for new voices to be heard. I mean, and he helped unite the party. So if anything, what you see is it helped get more people to support the Democrats. You see what happened? Like, for instance, this is Texas. This is the real question I have for a lot of Trump supporters. How do you explain Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, Jeff Duncan? How do you explain all these real Republicans who've laid eyes on Donald Trump? Right? They've actually smelled his dirty diaper scent because, you know, they've been around. They don't want to support this guy. What do you know that they don't? Have you ever thought of that?
I just know that there keeps being stuff, you know, like I was called a xenophobe for like.
You are.
And now Kamala wants to build a wall.
Kamala,
I'm sorry, excuse me. Now Kamala wants to build a wall. So isn't that just as xenophobic?
No.
Because it's not. It's only xenophobic if Republicans do it.
Not necessarily.
Sure.
Not
That's
necessarily.
exactly what you're saying.
Where did you get this part about her building a wall? I personally have never heard her say anything like, we're going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. I've never heard her say anything like, you know, Mexicans are rapists and things like that. So, and I don't even hear her disparaging people who are Hispanic. So where are you getting all of this from?
I'm getting it from the interweb, Zeus.
Okay,
Just
well,
like
do me a favor, Texas. Stay off the interwebs, because
man, I can't come talk to you no more.
no. I didn't say don't come talk to me. This is probably the one place you can come to and get real information, because what you're doing is you're feeding your mind a bunch of nasty, toxic, polluted information.
Really?
And yeah, and there's nothing good that's going to come out of that. I know your type.
Hey, is .gov a good source?
It depends. Whose .gov you go to, especially if they are a Republican on the Republican side. You know, they just published a report right now trying to blame Kamala Harris for the Afghanistan withdrawal. That's poison. That's poison for your brain. Stay away from it. If Jim Jordan is linked to it, you know, Lauren Boebert.
Family members support Kamala Harris.
Lots of them. How about that? Did you hear about those generals that just came out and said that information they've been releasing about Kamala Harris is wrong and that they actually believe she is the best qualified person to be president of the United States? Because guess what? Donald Trump continues to lie. He changes his position on everything. So you can always say, well, Trump said this because he lied about everything. You understand you're getting played like a fiddle, bro? I hate to do this to you.
Fiddle.
Yeah. Now, I got to move on, Texas, but what I need you to do is that homework I gave you last time.
Okay,
all right?
Remind me what it is.
Stay out of Snuggles Lives and actually research
Lives.
and actually do the research in terms of whatever information you're getting, because you've been lied to for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, East Texas, I just cast him right back into the lake of fire because he's still possessed with the MAGA demon. I could hear he was ready to lie the moment he opened his mouth, right? Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving him what he deserves, a round of booze and shame. Bye, Texas. I don't got time for liars.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
I do not have time for liars. All right? I want people, especially the Trump supporters, if you got something nice to say about the United States of America, please get in the box and say it. I don't want to hear the doom and the gloom. I don't want to hear the lies. I don't want to hear the conspiracies. For goodness sake, you made up a lie about Haitians eating cats. Just to do what? Make it look like we have an immigration issue that we didn't know about? I mean, that's desperate. Seriously? That's low, it's desperate, and it's racist, and it's xenophobic. Right? Yeah. You don't have really anything to help Trump in the White House, and you Trump supporters know that. That's why you're panicking and making stuff up. No. Don't ask me about those children, Texas. Ask me about Katie Johnson. How about that? You never want to talk about Katie Johnson and that Jeffrey E. situation that you got going on. You never want to talk about E. Jean Carroll. And now Jessica Leeds, by the way, she was on CNN yesterday. And she came on CNN yesterday and she said, you know what? I believe that Donald Trump has been doing what he's been doing for so long. He's such a predator, he doesn't even remember the victims. Think about that. Think about that. He has so many victims. He doesn't even remember these women. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That means he's really up here going, I don't know who this woman is, because he's done it to so many women. We're only getting the tip of the iceberg in terms of the women who are willing to come forward. You Trump supporters are supporting a demon. You're supporting the devil. Get it through your skulls. Bro says Trump lies, then proceeds to bring up. Oh, Matt, you want to? Matt, what did I lie about? What are you not following, Matt? I sent you an invite, Matt. We're gonna call him Deranged Matt. Yes, this is Deranged Matt. Matt, I sent you a guest request. Don't act all nervous now. Matt. It's always something, right? I thought I had. Oh, here it is. Yeah. It's always something, when you get these Trump supporters to, I just talk. What I do is I just talk. Yeah, I just talk, and then, you let them put the pieces together, all right? And then they tell you who they really are inside. Let's bring up our next panelist, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who we have next. All right, who do we have next? Greetings.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, how can I help you this lovely morning?
Hey, quick question. I tuned in a little while ago. I find it kind of amusing that you didn't know that Michael Cohen was a convicted felon and actually went to prison for lying.
Oh, I did.
No, you didn't. You just said you didn't.
No, I didn't say that. I know who Michael Cohen is. I don't know him personally, but we all know his history. But my problem, my issue was this. Do you know Donald Trump is a convicted felon? I mean, I think that was the main part of that discussion.
Well, let me ask you something, Zeus. How do you feel about George Floyd?
He was unalived. It was a crime what those police officers did to him.
Okay. Did you take a knee for George Floyd?
I can't say that I did.
Do you think George Floyd was someone that should be held in the regard that he's being held?
I think he and his family should get all the respect that they deserve.
I said George Floyd.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about.
I said George Floyd, not his family.
I said he and his family.
I didn't ask about his family. I asked about him as an individual.
Yeah, he was.
Was he a convicted felon?
Even if he was.
Oh, wait a minute! All of a sudden it changes. Wait, do you approve of him holding a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach?
No.
Wait! Isn't he a convicted felon?
Right is right. How do you say your name?
Wait a minute.
Do I use the fool part at the end? Can I just call you fool?
Yeah, you could use the fool. That's fine.
Okay, fool. Listen, fool.
Do you think
it kind of has a ring to it?
Wait. Do you approve of his behavior?
Not if it's wrong. I don't approve of anybody being wrong.
Wait a minute. You just said that him and his family deserved.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm blowing your mind, ain't I?
Oh my God! So what a double standard.
Are you sitting down?
So wait a minute.
Are you sitting down?
Actually, I am.
Okay, because I'm blowing your mind with all of this
Listen,
advanced level of thinking that I'm
Zeus,
doing over here.
Zeus, let me tell you something. You know, I know Kamala Harris is going to lose. And you could try to say all these
No.
bullshit talking points.
Wait, now don't
She
curse.
is-
Please don't curse. We have people
Okay.
who listen to this platform and they
Okay.
rely on the truth only. Please.
Okay, virgin ears, I got it.
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable
Okay,
saying.
virgin ears.
Okay, yeah. Well,
let me ask you something about somebody that I see constantly on your show also.
are you?
Wait, let me ask you a question, and I'll wait for your reply. How do you feel about Jones X?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about him?
I have no problem with Jones.
Do you think that he contributes a lot to your show?
I can't say that he does. I haven't had him on the show in a long time.
No, I just saw him on here about a month ago, but
Really? I don't think so.
Yeah, because he left as soon as I got here. But let me ask you something.
No, maybe your mind is playing
No,
tricks on you.
Okay.
Yeah, because
That's
Jones
fine.
hasn't been on my show in a month. Come on, bro, stop it. Maybe he was in the comment section, but
No. Okay. You could say whatever. That's fine. But I've seen him on here, right? Now, do you believe that Jones is an
time out. Come on.
Wait,
Let me ask the audience real quick. Has Jones been on my show lately, ladies and gentlemen? Seriously, in the last month, maybe my mind is playing tricks on me, but has Jones been on this show in the last month?
Okay.
No. Okay, so food.
Can I get to my point?
No, but can you take that back? Because I don't want you
Okay,
to get
yeah.
away with lying about somebody else.
Okay, so you're gonna say he's never been on your show?
I haven't seen him in years on this show.
Zeus, you were lying. Look, there's a good comment saying yes, he has.
He runs his own, bro.
I know who he is, but he's been on your show, right? He's been on your
Years
show.
ago.
It wasn't years ago, but
Yeah, it was.
You can continue with your lie. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Jones, because I debated you and
I think I get. Yeah. Thank you, Rick. So I think you're traumatized.
Yeah,
I think that's what's going on. You talked to Jones one time, and he must have done something. He must have done a number on you, because now you think Zeus is Jones, and Jones is Zeus. You're just woo! I done got my head scrambled talking to these brothers. I get it.
Here, I'm going somewhere. All right, I'm going somewhere with this.
Where you're about to get parked, but wherever you going, you're going to get parked.
Okay, here, you could go ahead and read your comments and see people confirming the fact that he has been here. But
No.
let me tell you something. I debated you and Jones together once, but let me tell you this.
Woo!
How do you feel?
Woo, this boy. Wow, you did us both. You got us both at the same time?
Both. And I handed you your
Ooh.
I handed both of you your L. But let me ask you something. How do you feel about Jones and the allegations his ex-wife says that he beat the shit out of her?
Hey, didn't I ask you not to curse?
And he hates dark.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. Let me finish my point.
I need you to walk. I need you to stop cursing.
Okay, I'm not cursing. He hates dark-skinned people. He hates gays secretly. This
Woo-wee, this guy. Wow, this guy is.
And he whooped her ass.
Okay. Can I answer your question?
Go ahead.
Okay,
He's a convicted felon too.
Okay, can I? Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Lord
Number
have
one,
mercy. Look at the people you're bringing on your show.
He's telling me, look at the people I'm bringing on the show.
Yeah,
First of all,
that's
Fu, every MAGA accusation is what? A MAGA confession. So
Facts.
my mind,
Facts.
it's facts that you are. So
No,
maybe this is an issue you got going on. This is the issue. So what I'm going to do, and the second thing is, I don't know anything about what the heck you're talking about.
Ask him why he leaves. Ask him why he leaves when I show up.
I don't need to do anything, all right, besides run this show. But what I'm more focused on, Fu, if you don't mind, is this. I need you to do me a huge favor. Can you do me a huge favor? And really just focus on your problems? Because you are
for Trump.
No,
You can't do that for Trump.
You're problematic. You're problematic.
Oh, wait, I asked a simple question.
You're problematic.
Question.
But you
I
can't.
asked
It wasn't a simple. It's accusations. It's
Bring him
actually it
on
could be
here.
considered
Bring,
defamation. You know
bring
that
him on
I.
here. I'll ask him. Bring
No,
him. I'll ask him.
no. See, that's the next thing you got wrong. You can't
Invite
come on
him.
my. You,
Invite him on. I'll ask him.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to send food straight to the pits of hell, lake of fire. Woo! That brother. Look at fool. My comments disappear. Sorry, it's disappeared. I'm going to take accountability on that one, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what a MAGA demon will say. Do not believe a single thing that last guest said. That last guest is also the same person that believes that there are Haitians eating cats somewhere in Ohio. This same person believes that I was in a live, no, on my show, and he took me down and he took the other person down. He's out to lunch. That's somebody that I would say they're way past rehabilitation. They might actually need a little more on the punishment side. All right. So every MAGA accusation is truly a MAGA confession, and I believe he got in the box to tell on himself. Sir, please get help, professional help. You're so busy worrying about brothers like me, and you're missing all the work you could be doing to make yourself a better human being. All right, and get your head out of Donald Trump's rear end. I could smell the BS on your head as soon as you got in the box. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send this MAGA demon straight into the lake of fire where he belongs. All right, join me in giving food, because he is one. A round of, you guessed it, booze and shame. Goodbye, food.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
What's with the obsession? I mean, seriously, you Trump supporters. Y'all want to get up. I don't allow Trump supporters to actually get in the box and be victims, ladies and gentlemen, because when you look at it, you look at all the harm they've caused this country, right? These fools single-handedly led an insurrection. And then want to get in the box and say they have an issue? It makes no sense. Hi, Tiffany. How are
Oh my
you?
gosh. Hi, Zusi. What?
Hi.
What the hell was that?
I mean, clearly they're triggered. They're upset this morning about this debate, and they're just reaching for anything, right?
Right. I mean, why is he obsessed with Jones? I gotta tell Jones too, because I was just saying in the comments that I feel like maybe we were on a live together, like he was in a live with me and you, maybe like Good Morning, with like me and all three of us, like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah, because Jones has not been in my live in the box in years. I mean, at one point earlier when I was, getting active out here, yeah, I used to talk to Jones. I mean, and I don't have a problem with him at all.
No, absolutely.
But for him to come in and say he was in here last month, and he took both of us down. Wow, what a fantasy!
I mean, it's just depressed and obsessed for me.
Yeah, yeah.
How you been, Juicy? I haven't seen you. What happened to the main?
The main is down until tomorrow, so really Thursday morning I'll be back on my main.
Okay.
So that's a good question.
Yeah, because I haven't seen you, and I'm like, did something happen? Did the MAGA demons report?
Yeah. I was cooking so well. They said, Zeus, you know what? That's enough for the week, and you need to take a break. And I don't mind doing that. A little humility doesn't hurt at all.
Exactly. Well, I'm really excited about tonight.
What? You are?
Yeah, I am, because again, we have a prosecutor against a felon, right?
Yeah, and that speaks volumes, right? I mean, I don't think Donald Trump has ever had to have a conversation with a woman like this in his entire life.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to this. I don't even think, even in the worst situations, he's ever had to have this level of accountability with Melania. I don't even think it ever, right?
Absolutely. He doesn't like women, right? So he's never had to really listen to women, right? And this is going to be a chance for Kamala Harris to really say what she needs to say, because she will be speaking, right? Like she told, like she remember Pence and The Fly all those years ago.
Yeah, yeah, Rick, thank you. Yeah,
So
she's a woman of color, and she's basically a threat for the position he's trying to get. That's
absolutely.
crazy that he's in this situation.
It really is, and he really needs to humble himself, because she's going to get them all the way together, right?
Yeah.
One thing that those MAGA men, they hate. They don't like women. They don't like black women. They don't like. They need to sit their special behinds down, Juicy.
And listen to this special broadcast.
Yes, and the broadcast will be tonight when they debate.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Is your travesty here for the tank top?
Oh yeah, Tiny Tank Top Tim. He's in the chat lusting over you as always.
Oh, and Struggles was in my live last night too.
Oh,
being
they're they're lusting over you. All right, these MAGA men. They know their time is up. They haven't. They really know they're some of the ugliest people I've ever seen. Both inside and out. And I don't normally like to talk like that, but when you just see someone and you're like, you know what, you're just an ugly person. You got to say it. They're ugly.
When your soul is ugly, it resonates on it. You're not resonating.
Yeah. Now, I'm not speaking about their physical appearance. It's their soul. Thank you, Tiffany, for clearing that. Your souls are ugly, and that does have an impact on your physical, though. To be honest,
and your health and your mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think is going to be the difference between the debate tonight than it was with Biden all those months ago?
Oh, Kamala Harris has that womanly intuition going on, and on top of that, like I said, she's a woman of color. All right, and she's been leaving us clues, right? She says, "I know Donald Trump's type." She's had to go into court and deal with people who've tried to lie their way out of things.
Absolutely.
She knows. And Donald Trump, I'm watching all of these postings he's making on social media. He is trying to do something that is just going to distract the attention off of this debate, so that could be the thing he deals with at the debate. But it's not working. Where is she at? I can't find her. She's not doing interviews. That's a scary space for Donald Trump, because we know all of his weaknesses. We know them.
Absolutely. And really quick, Bounce just said it's her birthday. Her birthday tomorrow. Mine's on the 19th, so we have some birthdays coming up.
Tomorrow, Bounce. Then we're gonna have to celebrate your birthday. All right.
I just lost my train of thought. What I was gonna say. Everything you just said too. It'll be very interesting to see, because, like I said before, it is very difficult to debate with a narcissist, right? It's almost damn near impossible, because
it's like bringing Snuggles up here, right?
Right, exactly, because it's like they're on a never-ending loop, a repeated loop, right?
Yeah.
And they don't ever bring anything else. They just say the same things, and they gaslight. So it'll be interesting to see do you know who's moderating? Is that what they call it, moderating? Like, who's going to be doing the debate? Is it on ABC?
I forget their name, but I know it's on ABC. I don't know their names, but yeah.
So anyway,
who's it? Who the moderators again?
Yeah.
The audience usually does know.
Yeah. Another birthday. Okay, we got lots of Virgos in here. I just Struggles and Tank Top Tom. Stop lusting.
David Muir.
Stop lusting over me and Shay and Ange and Jess. You guys just gotta stop. Okay, check their computers too, because Struggles came up here and he looks very creepy.
Well, they're going to look that way all the way until November. They really are.
Exactly. So, all right, Juicy, I'll be in the chat, but it's good to see you, friend. And I don't know if he's confusing you and Jones, but that was weird. That fool was weird.
That fool is weird, and he better get some act right. All right, next time I see him in Texas, they better do the homework I gave him. All right.
That's right, Zeus. All right, y'all. Have a good day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Tiffany for the people. No lies detected. Yeah, keep Snuggles on your block list. Oh, yeah. Who do we have next? My good friend, Brother Swervin. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, good morning, Zeus.
Hi, how are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. I was gonna say I'm getting ready for my birthday next week too, but I got.
We're gonna celebrate it.
Yeah, mine is Tuesday.
Okay.
And my son's is Wednesday.
Oh wow! So the 17th and the 18th.
Yeah, so I've never forgotten his birthday.
You would be wise not to. Seriously.
Which is a very good thing. But
Yeah.
no, first of all, Zeus, I want to apologize for my gimp that came up here. That was food. Okay. Hey everyone, good to see you all again. Good to see you.
Oh, so it was you and Jones tag teaming him. Is that what happened?
No, it wasn't me and Jones tag. I've never personally spoken to Jones.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
This guy, for some reason, he's latched hold of me, and each time I was in the hospital, he was like, "Why don't you just admit you got a vaccine injury? I told you not to get the vaccine. You did
what?"
And then one night when I was in the hospital,
wow,
he was like, "Let me talk to your doctor."
Wow.
I'm like, "Yeah, my doctor's gonna stop what she's doing to come and talk to your dumb ass." Excuse my language.
Wow.
Then when I hold my lives, he gets up in the box and I just wanted to check on you, man, see how you're doing. Are you
wow
the attention you're getting? I'm like, yeah, it's all right. Why? Well, when are you going to admit to everyone you got a vaccine injury?
Wow.
I'm like, when you admit to everyone you weigh 400 pounds.
Wow.
I don't weigh 400 pounds. I was like, I don't know if you do it though, Chub Fondue.
Ooh.
Like, you don't know if I weigh, just like you don't know if I weigh 400 pounds. Just like you don't know if I have a vaccine injury. I don't have a vaccine injury.
Right.
This disease is an autoimmune disease. It has nothing to do with vaccines.
Wow.
So yeah, I apologize for Chub Fondue coming up here and ruining your live like that.
I mean, he seemed really bent out of shape. What do you think got him so worked up these days? I mean, these people act like they're winning, but then they don't sound like they're winning, right?
Well, you can just hear him the way that he talks. He's not going to listen to you, you know. And Zeus, I've been in your live even yesterday morning when I was leaving. When I was leaving my physical, I got on your show and I listened to you on the way home yesterday.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, man. No worries. And
Everyone,
I have never personally seen Jones in your live.
Never.
And I don't.
Well, earlier he used to.
I don't have anything against Jones either. I think he's a great creator. I don't know what accusation the dude is talking about with his wife and this, that, you know, but it sounds like he's got beef with Jones. So he needs to go take that up with Jones.
Yeah. And
then to ask the ridiculousness he did about George Floyd. And then as you're trying to answer the question, he just wants to keep talking and talking and talking and talking. He ain't trying to get educated on nothing. His point of view is, I'm right, the rest of y'all are wrong. And to sit here and say that he took you and Jones down at the same time, come on, man. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night.
Wow. Dude, wow. I mean, that stuff, that whatever he's on, he needs to quit taking. It is not helping him at all.
Yeah. No, it ain't. It ain't. And like I said, man, I apologize for my gift. I really do.
No apology needed. He's ultimately an adult and he could take accountability for himself. But thank you for the heads up, though. I didn't know you had been doing some work with him, but he's acting up. I didn't know that, but thank you for letting us know.
Oh yeah, it's been going on for a while now. It's been going on for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got videos of me up on his page or something.
Sick. I
also wanted to touch base. I couldn't believe what I was saying in the comments when you were talking about the false story about the immigrants
in Ohio. Yes, that's your home state.
Yeah. No. I just live here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not from here. I just live here. This is where I ended up when I left the Navy.
Okay. Fair enough. I get it.
But no, it just amazed me. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the comments and there were so many people going, that's true. Mace, stop it. Mace,
get him. Uh-oh. He's serious.
Can't mention MAGA around her without her going off.
She's going to get him. All right.
Mace.
Thank you for the gift.
Okay, go get him, champ.
You're in Ohio too, Zena? Wow.
So anyway, Mace. Sorry, Zeus. I didn't mean to yell in your ear there.
It's totally fine. It's pre-debate day. We got it.
I was watching those.
Or it is the debate day.
As you're talking about the story and you're letting cook there for a little bit. Morning Joe. The comments, people are like, no, it's real. I've seen the video. You haven't seen any video because it's not real. I first caught wind of this story yesterday.
Right.
I went and tried to find everything that I could about it. And to find out that the vice presidential nominee, as well as people like Jim Matt Jordan, actually contributed.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musty. To find out that these people actually contributed to this false story that they know is false. If that's not spreading misinformation, I really don't know what is.
Yeah.
MAGA will believe anything you tell them. Just like Donald Trump said, MAGA will believe anything you tell them.
Yeah.
And to sit here and believe that, now all of a sudden immigrants are coming over here unaliving your pets. Well, you're going to have one hell of a time when you get to Mays. I promise you that. This whole notion of the garbage that they believe, and the names that they call MVP. That's my nickname for Vice President Harris.
Yeah.
She's MVP.
Madam Vice President. I got it.
Exactly. So even the nicknames that they make up for MVP, you can see how hateful they are, what kind of window lickers they are. Well, some of them are probably toilet seat lickers, in all honesty. They're just,
and that's gross.
They're just weird.
Yeah.
They're just weird like that. And I don't understand what it would take to get them to stop following behind this man. Like Snuggles. First, Donald Trump would never be convicted. Then he gets convicted, so the goalposts, they attach the wheels to the goalposts, move it back a little bit, and say, well, he's not convicted until he's sentenced. No, he's been convicted. Sentencing is a different phase. And they keep, and then when he's sentenced, they're gonna be like, well, it's on the pill. That case is gonna fall apart. Y'all been saying that about every case that's supposedly gonna fall apart. I don't get it.
Yep.
Y'all just put some wheels on that goalpost, put it on over your shoulder, and just keep moving it back.
Yeah.
And nothing they've ever said has come true. Donald Trump was never reinstated as president.
You mean 22-380?
Yeah. Abrams versus Munson, I think, or whatever it was.
The Brunson brothers, right?
Brunson versus Abrams. Yeah. You wait and see. 352 members of Congress are going to be thrown out on their butts because they wouldn't do this investigation. The Supreme Court was like, are you crazy? We're not touching this. Nothing they say has ever happened, but everything that we say is going to happen, it's happened.
Yeah.
Been indicted 4 times. He's got a felony record because he's been convicted. He's been convicted of SA, an adjudicated fraudster. He's done all of these things, and all they can say is, well, those cases are falling apart. He hasn't been, he's not convicted until he's sentenced. What is wrong with y'all?
Whatever.
Like, seriously, MAGA, are you okay? No, you're not. Okay, that's a dumb question. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, Zeus, I'm going to get on out of here, man. I don't say what I need to say.
All right, brother. Well, listen, it was a pleasure to hear from you this morning. All right, you and Mays, keep it up. All right, don't let them get to you. All right, brother.
Always a pleasure, my friend. They not getting to me. I was going to do my live today, but I had to take the day off because I got infusion therapy that'll start at 1:30.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna because I go live from 2 to 5, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna be zonked out from this therapy. So
yeah, don't push it then.
We're gonna pick it back up tomorrow, and we're gonna continue to cook MAGA in the
Fair enough.
Okay,
Fair enough.
So y'all be well, y'all be safe, and doggone it, have fun while you're doing it.
All righty then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Swerve and No Lies Detected. All right, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of people who know MAGA is spreading lies. All right, so are there any Trump supporters out there that believe Donald Trump still, after all of this knowledge and information that has just came out? Any Trump supporters out there still believe Donald Trump? Put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to give you an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm going to allow for you to explain why you don't believe us and why you still believe Donald Trump. Oh, okay, Joe Smart, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring Joe Smart up. And let's see if Joe Smart maybe has been paying attention to some of the voices of other Americans out there and maybe is warming up to the idea that maybe it's time to get out of out of the cult. Hi, Joe. Joe, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
So Kamala don't like the border wall, but
Kamala.
she's going to build the border wall.
You mean Kamala?
Make sense of that.
Can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, I hear you. You're not going to correct me. You can shut that shit off.
Can you not use profanity?
You want to speech correct yourself, asshole.
Whoa, why so vulgar? Why so harsh?
Shut up.
Why so harsh?
If Kamala didn't like the wall, but now she wants to build the wall, what's that?
Should I call you Joe or should I call you smart? Which one?
Hypocrisy.
Which one should I call you, Joe or smart? Joe or smart? Which one?
You're so full of shit.
Hey, stop using profanity on my show. Now, which one should I call you? Joe or smart?
What does the username say?
Well, I'm a little confused. So I need you to clear it up.
What does the username say?
Joe?
What does the username say?
I'm answering your question. It says Joe Smart 680.
Mr. Cross, what does my username say?
I just said it. Some people are saying I should call you Sleepy
Stop
Joe.
asking.
Some people say I should call you Sleepy Joe. Is that okay?
I don't care what they think. I don't care what you think.
Okay, we'll call you Sleepy Joe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have Sleepy Joe in the box, and clearly he is possessed with the MAGA demon. All right, so Sleepy Joe, this is how this works. You're in a cult. Get out. All right. When are you going to wake up and realize?
You're the cult.
No, I'm not. Who is that right there?
Don't like the border wall, but Kamala Harris is going to build the border wall.
Do you have the article that shows Kamala Harris?
Make sense of that.
Do you have the article that shows Kamala?
Make sense of that.
I'm trying to.
Make sense of that. Make sense. Quit beating around the bush. Make sense of it. You can't, you fool. Your party is lying to you.
Hey, you know you're talking to yourself, right? Oh, he cooked himself. That's crazy. Joe, you cooked yourself, bro. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Maybe he is smart. I don't know. But he was in an argument with himself. I couldn't even get a word in. He called himself a bunch of nasty names. Did he just call himself all those names and then he got out of the box? Or I don't know what happened. But ladies and gentlemen, that's a real certified MAGA demon. Joe, not so smart, Sleepy Joe, right? Join me in throwing that MAGA demon right to the bottom of the lake of fire. Let's give him a round of boos and shame. He cooked himself. Joe, not so smart.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Joe, you're not that smart. You're Sleepy Joe. And you argued with yourself the entire time you were in the box, and then you kicked yourself out. Joe, I don't know what kind of demonic forces you're working with, but sir, that's pretty evil. If I were to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd put that up there at like a 15. That's the evilest thing I've ever dealt with on TikTok. Get some professional help, all right? Drop the smart off of your last name too, because that doesn't work so well for you. I know I'm being mean, ladies and gentlemen, but he needs to hear the truth. All right, I'm really respectful. Thank you, Shay. I try to be. I mean, I'm really trying my best to be Triple H, and you know, it's hard to do it. Now, let's try this again. Are there any Trump supporters out there that have been listening to this broadcast and you've heard all the things that myself and other Americans have said, and you still seem to be confused about why Donald Trump is a bad person, put a 1 in the chat. Any Trump supporters, anyone still supporting Donald Trump after hearing all of this, please put a 1 in the chat. All right. You just saw Joe not so smart. He just canceled himself on TikTok. All right. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, seriously. All right. Pecan Ranch. Come on up. Pecan Ranch. All right. What I'll do is I'll try to ping pong. I'll go MAGA and then I'll go back to sane folks. All right, we'll try it that way. Pecan Ranch, you put a 1 in the chat. I assume you're MAGA.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, and thank you for actually having a strong signal and not doing a bunch of crazy stuff in the box. That really does mean a lot. Seriously.
Yeah, good. I've declined many times because I'm usually just going from one place to another. But I have been listening this morning intermittently.
Okay.
So I'm familiar. I heard your intro when you kicked off.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And you're still supporting Trump.
Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter for sure. I kind of understand your platform and your approach. So I don't know where you want to take this. My question, I guess, would be for the liberals. This constantly pointing at these felonies is just a losing argument with 60% of us or more.
Right.
And I'm not going to really argue facts. The point is, y'all are just like, oh, he's in trouble. Y'all can't vote for him. Y'all are idiots. It's just going to keep making people dig in more. Do you agree with that, or do you understand that?
Yeah, I do. I think what you're saying is you don't care that he's a convicted felon.
That's right. That's right. People like me, and really, I'm sure over half of the country believe that our government is corrupt, and that there's government corruption, and that there's clear documented government corruption, and that there's only one man who's shown his face in American politics who really has the courage to stand up to it. Now, I know that scares liberals, but I think that's where you and I could start talking.
Okay. I mean, and I think that's an honest way of you expressing, how you feel about things, right? But I do believe that, if we were to take Donald Trump out of this and we were just to look at it, in terms of like what the situation really is, I think you would then have the same concerns that you say we liberals have, right? And the easiest way to describe it,
I don't agree with that. I didn't mean to talk over you, but you made me agree. I definitely have thought it through and disagree with the liberal mentality.
Okay, but let me ask you an honest question. Are you aware of the allegations that folks on the right have made about President Biden?
Yeah, allegation. I guess
cause they've been trying to impeach him and influence peddling. You haven't heard about any of this?
No. I mean, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I try.
Do you believe President Biden is guilty of any crimes?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've documented that the money was passed to the family. Okay, that's been documented, correct? The money has been passed from the foreign nations to the Biden family. Those transfers have been documented. Maybe they're legal, maybe they're not, but they've been documented, correct?
I don't believe that's accurate. I believe that there was a loan that he made. There's a loan that he's been made that was made to his brother. That's all I'm aware of. But I know that Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani and Lev Parnas and a bunch of other people were engaged in the conspiracy to make it look like President Biden was a criminal. But again, I don't think they found any evidence of it, because if they did, they would have impeached him, and they didn't impeach him.
I don't think. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. I was trying to wait.
But you know why? You know why I brought that up, though. You know why I brought that up? Because we were having the conversation about Trump and his crimes, and you were saying 60% of Americans don't, or 60% of his supporters, it doesn't bother them, right? So,
I would say that forget about his supporters. I'd say 60% of Americans believe that our government is corrupt, and that this lawfare started when Trump was elected to presidency, and it is all targeted by politically driven judges and figures that are openly stating that they're out to get Trump because, and our view is that y'all just have Trump derangement syndrome is what we call it.
Okay, so let's get back to that. I'll talk about a little bit of both of those. One, I want to get back to the crime. You said it doesn't bother you that Trump is a criminal.
No. I said that I don't believe that Trump is a criminal. I believe that he's being unfairly pursued by our judicial system because liberals can justify any action. They can literally justify any action because they say the U.S. is going to become white Christian nationalist, and they tell black men that they can't vote for Trump. They insult their culture. It's all coming from this wacky emotional place, and we don't trust you. We think you've lost your minds.
Okay, but that's how you feel. So let me rephrase the question about Trump and his criminal conviction and his indictments. We're aware, whether you like it or not, that he's been convicted, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we're fully aware.
Okay, and that's not stopping your decision to support to support him, right?
No. I'm
if anything, it's making you want to it's making you want to support him more. It's making you want to support him more, right?
Yeah.
I just want to complete this thought process with you. It's an exercise.
Yep.
So on one hand, I'm an objective person, and I go, okay, a group of people are supporting a convicted felon, and it doesn't bother them. But then on the other hand, that same group of people believe this other candidate is a felon, and they say that's why they're not supporting him. And he's the problem. You see what's happening here?
I see exactly what you're saying.
So
I can plug in the puzzle. Hold on a second.
So wait a second. So from the way that I see it, you're sending confusing signals.
No. The signal, you missed the signal. Let me rephrase the signal. We believe that the government and the employees of the government and the corporations that are in bed with those employees and the payola is going back and forth, and there's massive corruption going on, and they're using the hearts and minds of liberals as weapons against the conservatives of this world to destroy the nuclear families, to confuse children about gender, and to actually factually start and enter 2 wars, while Donald Trump just had a presidency where he pulled our troops out of wars, and he's saying he wants to stop wars. So that's
how do I get you out of that? How do I get you out of that thought? Because that goes deeper into just what I think is conspiracy. How do we get you out of that?
Wait, the fact that you got us, the Democrats got us into 2 wars is conspiracy?
Yeah.
That's a conspiracy theory?
When has President Biden declared war?
You can't hide behind your government.
Wait. Can I, sir? Can I
ask the question? I'll answer it. You want me to answer when? You want me to answer when?
What is my question?
Your question is, when did President Biden declare war?
Okay.
When President Biden sends billions of dollars to enemy combatants to go fight and hire U.S. mercenaries and buy U.S. missiles, that's starting a war. Whether you like it or not. You can hide behind all this lawfare if you want and say he didn't declare war.
No, because
he stumbled into it.
Because presidents before him always did things like supporting our allies. You just may not have known about it. All right, but I'm asking you, when did President Biden?
What's going on with war in this country? I want
the answer is President Biden has never declared war. George Bush did, right? We can say that.
But President Bush.
Wait. Yeah.
What a rich kid idiot.
Sir, I'm just showing you the difference between a president declaring war and a president supporting our allies.
You liberals want to go back to your facts. Let's look at the result.
Okay.
Are we in 2 wars right now? You're saying we're not in 2 wars, and that's a conspiracy theory, right?
I'm saying what you've been repeating and saying, it aligns with a lot of conspiracy theories. All right, we started out. Think about it. This conversation. Think about it. This
conspiracy theory that America is in 2 wars. Is there a conspiracy theory that America is in 2 wars? Is that a conspiracy theory?
Yes.
Okay, you think we can send our money and our missiles to both sides, and that we're not involved in that war?
We're not the only. We're not the only country supporting Ukraine.
I appreciate the time on your live. I really do think that it's almost time for conservatives to stop entertaining you liberals. You really, we're not coming your way.
So you're done. You're
coming
done.
our way.
You don't
got
want to have the
RFK Jr.
conversation.
left the party. You got Tulsi Gabbard left the party. You've got major black leaders.
Why
leaving the
are you
party.
getting so worked up? You've been arguing with yourself like the previous guest. You can't say you've heard me say anything.
Okay, you said
So
that
you're getting, and this is why I say it's a conspiracy theory, because the more you talk, the more angry you get. And that's proof that you're just fueling yourself with a bunch of lies. I've asked you question after question. Has Joe Biden...
I'm sorry, I was confused. I thought we were in two wars. I'm sorry. Carry on from there.
Yes, okay.
I was
So
confused. That was a conspiracy theory. We're not in two wars. Y'all are
he
doing a
hasn't
good
dec-
job with peace. What
he
else
had-
is the Democrat Party doing for us?
are we going to have a serious conversation about how government works, or is this just going to be conspiracy theory time? I can go there. I just don't have time this morning. But for the sake of how I understand government, the president has to declare war in order for the United States to actually start sending its troops and getting into a war. That has not happened.
The troops have been sent. We have troops over there. I mean,
No, we do not have troops in Ukraine.
We have specialists. We have mercenaries. We have operators of tanks to teach them how to use them. I mean, you can't double speak.
Okay, so those steps, those check boxes that need to be checked in order for us to go to war and be declaring war haven't been checked off yet. And I can say this with you. Maybe we're close. I'll give you that. We're close. If you want to play that game, we're close. But it hasn't happened.
We're close. What do you mean play what game? I mean, listen, you're going to have to be serious. Okay, you can't sit there with all your supporters behind you and tell us you haven't gotten as close to war, because you have.
We started at this point in the conversation. I want to make sure you understand how we got here. We were talking about Trump's crimes, and now we're talking about conspiracy theories. Just follow me for a second. That's typical behavior of MAGA.
War where people are dying are not conspiracy theories. Those are wars that are going on. Where
I'm just going to
people are
disagree with you.
dying,
I'm just going
being
to
evil
just
each other, and we're
let's
involved.
just table it like this. I don't agree that the United States has declared war, and I don't believe we're in war. You believe we are in war, all right? So we're just going to agree to disagree. Let's move on from that point, all right?
Why don't we watch the news tonight and see who's right? But anyway, continue.
Well, what news do you watch?
Oh, any news that says that there's a war that we're like driving and funding in Ukraine, and
Which
there's a
news?
war that we're consulting on and funding in Israel.
Wait, sir, I asked a simple question, and I listened pretty good, more so than most people think. You said something that piqued my interest. Which news are you telling me to go listen to? Because I want to be as wise as you.
Okay, well, I would say that anything that's corporate funded. I mean, there's a collusion between our corporations and our government. Okay, that's where we got our food pyramid from. That's what's destroying our health. These are all conspiracy theories that are proven. They're documented, but they're not going to be mentioned on CNN and Fox News.
Pecan, you're peaking again.
Oh, Sean. So I'm sorry. Sean's my name. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking at Pecan.
I know. That's just my. Whatever.
All right,
I'm
Sean.
sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sean, listen up. I asked you what networks. I didn't get
I
a
don't
clear
watch
answer, but
No, I don't watch any of those networks. Literally, so like for me.
but you just suggested that I should watch the news tonight to learn the truth. Now
Well,
you're telling me
I mean,
you don't watch
can't-
the news.
You can't hide it. I mean, I do read the news, the AP reports and stuff. I read into them, the conspiracy theories, as you call them. I look at the propaganda in them. I look at.
Now, Sean, that's where I'm going to ask you to just really think about what you just said. You're confessing to me you listen to conspiracies and propaganda. You're confessing it to me. The alarm bell bells should be.
By the
Do
major
you
networks.
But do you understand the alarm bells should be going off in your mind, in your head? Okay, why the heck am I reading these conspiracies? And I think I heard you say a few seconds ago that the conspiracies are true.
Okay, so which one? Let me start with the conspiracies that are true. Okay, let's start with the last major disastrous war that our government got us into through collusion with the press in Vietnam.
Okay.
Okay. The Gulf of Tonkin incident was faked. It's admitted. It's documented. It's not a conspiracy theory. And this would be a good place. This is where I tell my friends who are waking up, not woke. Woke is believing lies. Waking up, start there in Vietnam. Why in the hell were we in Vietnam? Tell me a good reason for that, brother.
Okay, all right. So what we're gonna do
Take your
is
time.
okay, all right.
Gulf of Tonkin conspiracy.
Okay, so what we're not going to do is have a history lesson on TikTok because I don't think that would be in everyone's best
I'm
interest.
trying to point to you examples. You said,
But
why do you read all this stuff? You're crazy. And I'm like, it's in Wikipedia.
Okay.
I call it Wikipedia level information.
So that where you get your information from?
It's one of the places. I mean, you try to look everywhere.
Why when I
is a liberal run platform.
Wait a
so
second.
If it's on Wikipedia and it's it supports the conservative view, it's probably true.
So your mind tells you Wikipedia is a liberal platform.
Well, no, there are liberal technologists out of California that run the company. Okay, it's just a matter of who runs the company.
But you're getting your information from a liberal company.
Well, we don't have a choice. You guys have totally taken over technology. That's part of the problem. You took over technology. You strong-armed Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, to lie to the American people to win the last election. Absolutely straight up lied about the Hunter laptop being missing. What do you want to? Conspiracy theory is now proven fact.
Okay,
And
now, Sean, I'm just gonna do something, and I rarely feel like I need to do this on this show, but I'm concerned. I'm really concerned, Sean, that you are detached from reality. Your statements that you've been making, they've been conflicting with each other the entire time. I don't trust the news, but then I do trust it. But then when I do trust it, I understand it's from the liberals, but I don't have any choice. Sean, there's something really terribly happening up there. You get what I mean?
It's like I see these wars, and I know
You're-
we're involved
but
in them,
what
and
can-
we're funding them. I
No.
see all this gender
Can you do-
confusion. And I
Can
see
you
all these
can you do
liberals
me a favor,
celebrating
Sean?
online.
Sean? Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna need you to stop watching the news for a while. Can you do this seriously? Do you follow what Trump says on any platforms?
Sure, I follow what Trump says.
Okay. Do you ever question anything Trump
I don't know where we're
says?
going with this.
No, no, no,
This is more intelligent than conservative.
Wait. I'm just trying to get an idea of how we got here with you. Do you follow Trump? You said yes. Do you ever question Trump the way you're questioning the media at all?
Of course, all the time.
Okay, so you know Trump is a liar.
But everybody has lied, and
No.
you lied. Starting this podcast, you lied twice.
Okay,
You sat there and claimed that all these
Sean,
young people hate
Sean,
America, and you lied. And
Sean,
it is well
I got
known,
some
and
bad
anybody
news.
with eyes
Sean,
can see
Sean,
that MAGA are
Sean.
joining the Patriots.
Sean,
Did
I
you
got some
lie?
bad
Did you
news
lie?
for
Give
you.
me some bad news.
I got
We
some
can
bad
agree to
news.
disagree. Did you lie when you started this podcast to your
No.
followers claiming that Trump supporters were the anti-patriots and that Democrats are the patriots? Did you state that lie when you started this lie?
That wasn't a lie.
That is a lie. And you know it's a lie because anybody with eyes, you don't need to watch the news. You don't need to watch the news to have these butthurt liberals.
Sean, I'm gonna be honest with
burning
you.
US
No one in
flags.
Sean, no one in here, Sean,
Flag,
no one,
yes.
Sean, no one in here agrees with you. I
Because
promise you.
you're all
And,
liberals.
and this is how life works, Sean. If no one is agreeing with you, then you have to change what you're doing.
No, I have to change the people I'm around. I only came in here just to try to break through to a couple of listeners out there that might realize that they're being led astray and wonder why all these MAGA people are there and all this evil and all these demons have risen. Why did that happen? You won't listen to why it happens. I just explained to you why it happens, but you don't want to listen. No, I don't need to fit in with liberals. I'm actually about done talking to you because it's a waste of time.
You didn't get anything out of this conversation?
Well, I got that I confirmed that we're in two wars and the liberals know it and you're okay with it.
No. Anything besides more conspiracies, I should say.
It's a conspiracy that we're in two wars?
Yes, everything you
So
said.
you just make, but to conservatives, by the way, to conservatives, sir, just so you know.
Sir,
Conservatives, you are a liar.
You're
So
not
you
a
think you have
conservative.
the ultimate truth with your people backing you in your echo chamber, but you, to the rest of us, probably 60% of us,
Sir, Pekin, or Sean,
is you are going to
Sean,
lose the election.
Sean, I'm being very nice to you because I really do believe you're possessed with the MAGA demon, right? And you know that's how I.
We got a preacher on our hand.
Yeah.
Who brags about how handsome he is, how large his member is. And claims to be honest, but straight up comes out here lying.
What have I lied about? You can't find anything that I've lied about because you've been arguing with yourself the entire time. And you can't say I'm lying.
I told you what you lied
because
about. You lied. You said that Trump supporters hate America.
You do.
It's obvious that the Democrat Party has become the party of hate. That is, anyone with eyes can see that.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Do you know why I say Trump supporters hate America? Because you won't take accountability for
Because
what
you're
you
lying.
No,
Because you're lying.
No, because of what you did on January 6th. All right? And you still to this day, Sean, you won't acknowledge that it was really you who destroyed this country. You are the most divisive group of people. Listen, you are the most divisive group of people in this country. You never have a single thing to say that's
It's a
nice.
bigger divide.
You never. No.
You're about to lose the election.
You never have a nice.
Than what
you don't.
guys have created.
Sean, you got up in my box, and I let you. I gave you a lot of runway to just get all of those conspiracy theories out. And it's an endless supply of conspiracy theories, no proof behind it, ask you for sources. You can't give me a direct source. And it's just more liberal, this and that. And then to top it all off, Sean, all your information comes from a liberal company. You can't see that you're confused. And it's sick. Hit unmute, Sean, because I am turning up the temperature on the lake of fire for you. You are possessed with the MAGA demon. Hit unmute. You're pushing information you're telling me comes from liberal sources. Make that make sense.
A forked tongue and a spiked tail. You're an idiot, man. I mean, just don't even, what in the world are y'all talking about? It's not going to work out. We don't need to listen to y'all anymore.
Why won't you leave the United States, Sean? Why don't you leave this country? If you don't because Democrats are here. Because
about to take it back.
Because
about to take it back.
Because the Democrats are here.
The cusp of taking this country back and shutting down persnickety little fact checkers like you running around thinking you're better than everybody, smarter than everybody, richer than everybody, more handsome than everybody, more well hung than everybody. And it's just a bunch of arrogance. All right? Us common men can just sit here and do our own thing. We don't have to have you controlling our lives. Okay?
Yeah, but
you're gonna keep running into this wall, dude. You're not gonna break through. You're losing. The Democrats are hemorrhaging leaders, black leaders.
Are you done?
Have you want me to start naming the leaders you're losing?
No. I just want.
Gone. Make America healthy again.
Well, why? Let me ask you a question. Why is Donald Trump losing in the polls right now?
I don't know.
Why is he not getting his fundraising numbers aren't quite as high as Kamala Harris? His engagement on social media is down. As a matter of fact, why is Truth Social basically dwindling towards bankruptcy? You don't see any of this.
No,
Where's Melania at? Where's Melania at?
I don't.
Where's Melania at? You don't see it.
Well, I don't.
Can you answer the question? Where's Melania? Why isn't she standing next to her husband, Sean? Because you know why? Because guess what? She knows. She even knows he's a convicted felon. She knows he's a rapist. She knows he was hanging out with Epstein. She knows he's just grifting you. She knows he doesn't care about being in this country. She knows he's a disgusting. She knows he says nasty things about his daughter. The writing's on the wall, Sean. For you to keep grabbing your ankles for Donald Trump, it just shows me something's really wrong with your mind.
Yeah,
you need to get professional help.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that you're.
And to be quite honest, if I were you, I would start thinking about buying a first-class trip to Russia to go be with your Lord and Savior, Vladimir Putin. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, Sean, because you got in here and you just lied like a rug, with no remorse, no recourse. You just did it like Donald Trump, like your daddy. You're not a Christian. Even if you were to say you were, I tell you, you're not a Christian. You're a hypocrite.
You don't.
You are a liar. Listen, you are a liar. You're a liar. And guess what?
The thing to say.
I know.
You
I know.
are a
I know.
jerk. You're another jerk liberal who thinks you're smarter than me, and now you claim I'm not a Christian. You calling people demons? You're an
not.
idiot. You're an absolute idiot.
You're not.
You're an idiot.
Okay. Well, let me
You
show
are
you what
an
it.
idiot. You want the rest of this country to back down so you can bring in your stupid.
I just want you to tell the truth.
Yeah, the truth is.
Yeah. So you believe do you believe you're a Christian? Do you really believe you're a Christian voting for a convicted felon and somebody you know has been adjudicated for raping women? Are you really going to get in here and try to pretend like I'm that silly?
Did you happen to know that Christians like martyrs?
What the heck does that got to do with anything? If
That
they
has
do
a lot
that,
to do with Christianity.
so
If you understood Christianity.
So you're trying to liken Donald Trump?
Christianity.
Wait a second. So you
I'm
think Donald
trying to
Trump? So he thinks Donald Trump is Jesus. This is cult-like behavior. Sean, I'm going to do you a favor, all right? Because you're disturbing and disgusting. And I got to move it on. Sean, if I had more time to have that conversation with you, I'd really do it, but I don't, and I got to keep it clean on the morning show. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending Sean into the lake of fire. We're going to put him in the bottom of it, all right? And then we're going to put the lid on it, all right? We're going to really turn the heat and the pressure up on him. He's possessed, and he doesn't care. Join me in giving him what he deserves, a round of booze and shame. Uh-oh, look at that. Oh, hold on. There you go. Lake of fire.
Silence, you MAGA.
Hey, Sean. Maybe you didn't catch it at the top of the show. You missed this very important part.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
You hear that, Sean? And I want you to always remember something, Sean. I'm better than you in all categories. I promise you, all categories, all right? I know that's why you were really upset. You just can't believe I'm up here doing it and I make it look so easy, huh? While you're sitting over there in a basement somewhere dwelling. I get it. All right, but do better. All right, you got to put in the work to be this good. All right, and it doesn't come by you using your imagination. All right, keep it clean. All right, let me bring up the next panelist. All right, oh my goodness. Yeah, what a situation we had on our hands, right? All right, who do we have next? Shay.
Oh my God. Hey, how's everybody doing? Good morning.
Hi.
Happy debate day, everybody.
Let's go. Hey, Sean, listen up. This is for you.
Oh, Sean, and little bunny Foo-Foo. What are we going to do with these characters? I tell you, you know, if we were losing Sean and little bunny Foo-Foo, y'all would not be this upset. That's a fact.
Yeah.
When you come in, and this is just knowing people, right? This is understanding the human psychology. When you've lived on this planet, everybody kind of understands human psychology, right? Mm-hmm. If you were winning, you would not be this upset. That's a fact. You look at how Donald Trump has been handling his business in the last 3 months, 2 months. He is flipping out. I think he did about, I think Midas Touch said something like 40 emails last night.
40?
40, yeah. Emails.
Trying to drain the swamp, huh? He's trying to drain the swamp big time.
Yeah, desperate emails. Just, you know, all of this is going to happen. Everything's going to go to, you know, all these places and da-da-da-da. it's pure desperation. And then it's all the pushing of the narrative that he's being framed. It's always that the debate's going to be framed. She's going to stand on a box in order to look taller than him.
Oh, doesn't
You
he
know-
have those? Doesn't he have those flats in his shoe or something when he leans forward? I seen that because of the dementia.
he's actually got lifts in him. Remember when the
Oh.
Secret Service threw his shoes off the stage and you got to see
Yeah.
the lifts come out of his shoes?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
He is absolutely a clown. And Sean, 60%? You might want to check your numbers. I don't think you did well in math in school, sir. 60%? No, sir. Y'all are nowhere near 60%. You're about 15 to 20% of the population at most. Is MAGA. At most.
You just heard it.
Registered MAGA is about 15% because only, sorry, Zeus, it's 23% are registered Republicans.
Oh, so Sean, I know you hate information, and I let Sean talk because I know other people are going to also come up and really respond to the stuff that he's saying. Sean, you're in a liberal live. Listen, this is where you really get your information. All right, we're telling you the truth.
Yeah, and when you've got, listen, Sean, when you've got your side putting up Donald Trump AI pictures carrying a duck and a cat and fleeing from a group of Haitians, y'all might be losing an election. When all day was filled on X of all the, I mean, I was on Angie's live and I was just pulling them up and we were dying laughing, weren't we, Ange? Just dying laughing.
Wow.
They've got a cat with an M16 or AR, and with Trump carrying them across a river. We've got, all this stuff because there's a fake reporting of a Haitian woman eating a cat. But yeah, you ask Columbus, Ohio, police reports and all that. There's no reporting of missing cats or ducks. There's none of that going on. But yet Elon Musk, Ted Cruz, because we had a MAGA in the box saying, oh, that's just, those are just bots. And I said, nope. So I pulled up every single X account and showed this person's got 40,000 followers. There's Ted Cruz. There's the actual judicial committee run by the Republicans. Their absolute X site, official X site pushing it. Elon Musk pushed it. I'm like, no, this is what the right is doing. This is what you're left with, Sean. This is why, and Bunny Foo Foo, this is why y'all are not winning. Because what you're doing is, and all you're doing is you look ridiculous. You're pushing these ridiculous narratives. And by the way, there's he's running through the zombie movie. The apocalyptic zombie stuff. I don't know why that's escaping me. Somebody put it, I know my chat knows what I'm talking about. But they've got Trump running through this imaging, carrying animals. And then they've got a group of black people chasing him.
Wow.
And then they've got black men eating cats, and they've got black men in front of a grill holding a fuzzy cat.
Wow.
They've got all this nasty stuff. I'm not kidding, Michelle.
Wow.
Y'all look this stuff up. If you don't think that's racism, when they're baiting racism in order to win a race, that's your side, Sean.
Yep.
This is absolute stuff that's going on, and they're not discussing policy. And I can't wait when Kamala Harris at the debate tonight, because he'll be given a question. The mics are muted, and he's not going to answer a policy question, and it's going to be her turn. She goes, great answering that question, and da-da-da. And I know that is what she's going to point out every time he does something. She's going to say, he didn't answer that question. He can't. When is he going to discuss policy? He can't discuss policy. She is going to pummel him. And it is going to be so excellent because he's not going to be able to use a mic to try to intimidate her. Because that's all he's got.
Yeah.
It's only his methods of trying to intimidate her, and it's not going to work. You don't think she knows how that works, being a strong woman all her life and being in high, powerful positions?
Exactly.
Yeah, women know how to handle that stuff, trust, when they're in that. And so, yeah, so I just, you can stay mad, Sean, because you sound very upset. You sound very threatened by transgender people. You sound very threatened by the world changing
Threatened.
around you, but yet you're a strong man. Why don't you get your little blankie you probably still saved from your childhood and just go cuddle with that today? Because you're going to need it, because Kamala Harris is going to be your president. And the world is changing, whether you like it or not.
You hear that,
It's all
Sean?
progress. We don't want to go back. We're not going back. We're not going back. And the more you keep getting into people's business and trying to push narratives and
Tell them,
policies
Mrs. Silk.
that tells people what they need to do with their life. We've got women fleeing the state of Texas. We've got women dying in the state of Texas. We've got women that are literally being told in the state of Texas to pack a bag
You're
in
welcome.
case they need to seek emergency health care outside of Texas when they go into
Wow.
have a baby. They're literally being told to pack a suitcase in case they need to go quickly. This is the great United States. So when Zeus rightly claims that Democrats and the people on the left, the people that are anti-MAGA, are actually the patriots, this is what we're talking about. What he's saying is true. We absolutely love this country and know that it can be better than this. Because if you think I want to live in a country that women have to pack a suitcase to leave their state,
Not happening.
travel to get necessary health care, you are dead ass wrong.
Tell them, Shay.
People are waking up to this and they're seeing it, and they're seeing your side trying to scare the heck out of them. And all of this, it's ridiculous. Why you've got Kamala Harris saying, yes, I want to build a border wall where it needs to be built. And then I need more judges. And then I need this. She's absolutely acknowledging things need to be fixed. Meanwhile, your Congress is about to open. When are they going to do something for you? When's your Republican Congress actually going to pass a bill before they're out in January? When are they actually going to do something to fix any of it? They're the ones that can do it.
You hear it? Are you listening, Sean? I let you talk. Listen.
And then you've got, what happened to the Republican Congress? How many of them left? You guys are talking about Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. Like that's supposed to be like, oh my God, we're losing because they left the Democratic Party. Are you kidding me with that? What about the 200 prominent Republicans that have switched over to Kamala Harris? What about the 40 of the 44 past administrations of Trump that are not supporting him? What about all of his Secretary of State, his Secretary of Defense, his Homeland Security, all of those guys,
David,
his
be
general?
quiet. Shay's talking, David. You don't know a thing. Listen
What about
up.
all those people that are not supporting him? I mean, you think that we care about Tulsi Gabbard? Are you kidding me?
No.
We don't. The woman has not understood where she stands and who she stands on what side of what fence, and she keeps flip-flopping. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
And she praises Putin. So, sorry, we don't really care for Putin that praise authoritarian leaders.
Tell them, Shay.
The Russian people have absolutely no rights whatsoever and get locked up if they say something against him. You think we care about people that praise Putin? No, because we absolutely love our country. We are the patriots.
Bingo.
And with that, my friend, I will exit. So,
All right. Well,
right.
listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Shay. She put Sean in his place where he belongs. All right, Sean, don't ever get out of that corner. Stay there until I say it's time to get out. Let's give Shay a round of applause. Love you too.
And it's going to be fun watching Kamala Harris. Popcorn is popping in a few hours. Can't wait. guys.
Yep.
Yes, let's go, everyone. We
All
are
righty.
winning. Keep it up, guys. Love y'all.
Yes, keep
Thank you.
it up. You're welcome.
By
Ladies
the
and
way,
gentlemen.
you have never discussed your member, by the way. That was so stupid.
That's what I'm saying. His mind went there, right? He's very insecure when he's around Zeus.
Absolutely. I just thought that was
Sick.
fun. I was
Yeah.
drinking my coffee. I'm like, what? Nor have you ever debated with Mr. Jones. And Mr. Jones has never been on your platform. I've been here for years with you.
Yeah. I mean,
We
they
love
made
Mr. Jones, but no,
Yeah.
y'all have never debated together, Bunny Foo Foo. That's
Yeah.
very strange. All right, love you guys. Out of here.
All right. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Shay once again. So, hey, Trump supporters, listen. Your lies don't work on TikTok, and that should help you understand what's going to happen with Donald Trump. his lies will not work either. All right? So it's time for you all to stop lying and stop spreading the misinformation, all right? And the disinformation, because it's really sad that you continue to do this. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning. Oh my goodness, the lies, the QAnon sense coming out his mouth. Goodness
Yes.
gracious. So, Sean,
Go ahead.
you need to look up who actually declares Congress. Like Zeus said, the president and Congress. No one said that. We don't have boots on the ground, and to say that is utter ridiculousness. But let's talk about a little something, because I heard you say that so many Democrats are leaving the party. But what's that? That's Jeff Duncan, Liz Cheney, and Stephanie Grisham. Stephanie Grisham actually said that your daddy said that you specifically, you're a basement dweller.
The basement dwellers.
Yep. And then,
Proud basement dweller. Sean's a proud basement dweller.
even Paul Ryan, Mike Pence, Mitt Romney,
Oh, did you get a call?
family members. Yeah, I did get a call. I'm gonna have to call them back real quick. But yeah, these people are leaving the Republican Party and voting for Kamala Harris, basically saying that they care more about the country. It's not so much about even hating Donald Trump, and I'm forgetting Adam Kinzinger as well.
Yeah, Adam Kinzinger too. Yeah. You're getting some heavy hitters from the Republican Party, all right? And this isn't all of them.
No, and it's really funny that I'm also seeing comments about the Walls family since I'm talking about this. But the Walls family, those were his like second or third cousins. I really implore you to just take a little peek into that. He was not even close with those people. That would be like my second and third cousins are mega Trumpers as well. They actually went so far as to not support my grannies because they were lesbians.
What?
So they kept their kids from them. They didn't come to family gatherings or anything like that because it didn't align with their beliefs, or it didn't align with their beliefs.
Yeah.
So if I were to become more public, let's say I would never even be able to, but if I were to run for president, I guarantee they would come out against me.
Wow.
Definitely would be bashed by that side of the family because I'm bi. I don't go to church.
Wow.
All kinds of things. I don't align with their beliefs at all. I'm vaccinated. They don't believe in that either.
These are some of the most... These Trump supporters, I tell you, they don't see themselves in the mirror very well.
No, they don't.
These are some of the most hypocritical group of people I've ever seen in my life.
And if you're a Christian, I really want you to reread the book of Matthew and the book of Luke.
Oh.
Specifically those ones. I mean, you should reread your entire Bible, but specifically Matthew about fake Christians. It really touches on that. About blaspheming, about judging others. You really need to take a peek in that.
Any Trump supporters out there need help reading the Bible?
I went to church probably a lot longer than you when I was younger, and just because I don't go to church anymore doesn't mean that I'm less godly. I'm probably more Christian than you.
You're more Christ-like than they are. These people, they've never opened up their Bibles. They worship Donald Trump on all fours, all right? Like I said, they're not Christians, they're hypocrites. They're liars, all right? They're not patriots, they're seditionists, treasonous traitors. And Sean knows he is one. No matter how many mental gymnastic tricks you try to play in your mind, Sean, you're still on the side of evil.
Oh, you just assumed I'm anti-God and anti-Jesus. That's the problem with MAGA. You make an ass out of yourself when you assume so much about people. Just like Shay was talking about Twitter yesterday. It's still flooded with that. You should see the things Laura Nasty Loomer has posted. The racism and xenophobia popping off is absolutely abhorrent. So if you want to talk about how people act or how people are nasty, clean up your side of the street before you point that self-righteous freaking finger.
And it's a stinky finger at that, because we don't know where it's been, right, Jess?
There it is. Laura Loomer is one of the greatest journalists in our time. She's a self-proclaimed xenophobic racist. Self-proclaimed. So the fact that you say you love her shows all I need to know about who you are as an individual. And with all of that, because I'm not even, he wanted to say that he's not going to speak to you anymore and came up for like 30 more minutes. I really am going to drop down because that man is a lost cause, and us putting up our receipts and having our energy to disprove his QAnon nonsense and bullshit, excuse my language, I really am going to drop down because he's a lost cause.
He's a lost cause. Yeah, and he's in the lake of fire with the lid on it. We got the pressure turned up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Jess. Wait a second. We could quote scripture when necessary over here. We do that, all right? And we do it under extreme circumstances. When we're dealing with the MAGA demon, you got to use scripture, all right? And you got to hold their feet to the fire, all right? Otherwise, they're going to, when they lose their life on this earth, they take their last breath. We don't want to give a Trump supporter the opportunity to say they didn't know. No, because they're going to get to those pearly gates, and the good Lord is going to say, hey, you were in Zeus's live, and he delivered my word to you, and you rejected it and used Donald Trump lies instead. So, no, you got to go straight to hell, all right? So that's what we do over here. These Trump supporters, ladies and gentlemen, they are in a world of hurt. Oh my goodness, who do we got? Straight Facts, good morning. I see you, Ange. You know, I'm doing great. We're preparing for the debate today, and as you can tell, I mean, these people are spiraling.
Oh my gosh, they are losing it, aren't they?
Yeah, what's up? Did I miss something? What's going on?
Well, you know, Trump just posted a truth talking about, oh my gosh, she's winning. They're saying that she's winning in all the swing states. It's a lie. So you ought to that. You know, when he starts typing in caps,
I got you, Ange.
Panicking, they start panicking.
Yeah,
so that's what's happening. They're panicking like a mug. And let me tell you something else. What I heard. What was the gentleman's name that just dropped down not that long ago?
Sean. His name was Deranged Sean.
Sean, boy. Oh, there you go. Was it Pecan Peak? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He had the MAGA demon on his back, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I heard? I just wanted to just come up here and say a couple of things. I'm not going to take too much time. First of all, you guys, be aware that they are trying to bop us by our comment section. So when they make comments in your comment section, you guys just ignore them. Do not engage. Because what they're doing is they're reporting even comments. Okay? But the other thing that I heard while Sean was up here talking was I heard that Sean was mad because he figured out that he's mediocre, Zeus.
What do you mean he's mediocre? Straight. He
talked about you being smarter than him, more handsome than him, and having a bigger member than him. I don't ever remember you talking about your member.
I've never mentioned anything about my member.
Is that a stereotype? It might be a stereotype. We might have a stereotype of big BBCs, but let me read it over for you real quick.
Lord have mercy!
Of mediocre. So mediocre is a person that's not very good at something or not very good at anything in particular, or something that is not very good. These people are just mediocrities. So mediocrities. So listen. This is what I'm going to say this. MAGA, it's not our fault. And I said BBC, not BBC. BBC. It's not my fault. Look at that. It's not my or our fault that you guys have been lied to all of your life and made to believe that you're better than others. Now that you realize that you're not better than others and you got a LWC, that's your problem. That's not our problem, MAGA. And when your boy Trump loses his mind, again, that is your problem because we didn't attach ourselves to Trump's personality. So listen, just because you milquetoast and you got an LWC doesn't mean that you have the right to get up here and go ham on anyone. Ham, look it up. I'm using acronyms today because I can't cuss. So I'm getting around cussing by using acronyms.
Thank you so much.
It's not our fault. You're very welcome. It's not our fault that we are more intelligent than you milquetoast LWCs. And I'm going to say something else real quick. Let me go ahead and put my camera on real quick. It's not our fault that I can be 52 years old and not have a wrinkle on me. You understand me? Because black does not crack. Black doesn't crack. And it's not our fault that you sat your butt up there and you listened to a con man with a comb over and a bald spot and it took your vote right from you. That's not our fault. What you need to be mad at is your Mimo and your Pawpaw for lying to you. They didn't tell you the truth, baby. They didn't tell you that there are some beautiful, intelligent, successful African Americans that run around this country and very well and overqualified. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate you.
Get him. Go ahead.
In fact, one of the qualified African American women will be Kamala Harris. She'll be your president. Guarantee that. And after tonight's shellacking that she puts on your daddy, you guys might not want to even show your face in the morning. So I suggest y'all go sit down somewhere and find something safe to do. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all know I got to do my black job.
Hey!
Wonderful day. You know I love you.
All right, love you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Straight Facts. That's how you cook a demon. Woo! That's how you cook a demon. Sean, just go ahead and hang it up. You're mediocre at best. Straight Facts, thank you for cooking him. Woo! I have never chuckled so much in my life. Alrighty then. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we got to wrap things up on that note. Ange, I thought you were there, but I guess we'll get it in tomorrow. I want to give you all a special round of applause for enduring another show, all right, where we've confronted MAGA head on and showed them no matter what they say, we will move forward. We do not have the same fear they have. See, they're afraid, they're paralyzed. We're not. Move over, MAGA, because we're steamrolling you, all right? You all deserve this. I get a lot of joy out of listening to them cry. I really do. Maybe that's my issue, but I love it when they get in the box and cry and spew out all that nonsense. It just makes my day. I also want to give a special round of applause to all the subscribers, to the gifters, to the moderators, and the panelists. You've all done an outstanding job helping to keep this show entertaining, educational, and engaging. Three E's. Hold on, you have 9 minutes left. Cut it out, Hawk. Cut it out. It's supposed to end at 8:30, all right? You all keep getting into this other uncharted territory. All right, now I want to give one final round of booze and shame, all right? And this goes out to all of the Zeus haters out there, all right? And these are not just my haters. These are also your haters, too. These folks get on TikTok day in and day out, and they spread misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. And you know it's true, because I've been saying it for a while, but last week we got the proof, right? The indictment came out, and a bunch of right-wing creators are all of a sudden linked to the Russian government, all right, in terms of the content they're putting out. So we've caught you with your hands in the cookie jar. These people get on TikTok and promote evil, bigotry, xenophobia, misogyny, racism, all kinds of just nasty, corrupt crimes and stuff on behalf of their orange cult leader. Donald J. Trump. Trust me when I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. These folks are the worst of the worst. They are truly the scum of the earth. Join me in giving them our final round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
And on that note, Sean, Joe, not so smart, and what was it? Honey Boo Boo, Honey Foo Foo, what you call him, Shay? Y'all get back to doing what you do, all right, which is living in the basement, and we'll get on carrying on with getting this woman to be in the White House and become our next president. All right, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Stay safe. Bunny Foo Foo. Okay, yeah. Bunny Foo Foo. I love you too. Nathan's mom. Nice to see ya. All right. This
is how I move when I'm
Have a great rest of your morning. Bounce. It's your birthday tomorrow, Bounce. I expect to see you bright and early. Vegas girl, I love you too. Hey, Snuggle. Delete your accounts because after tonight you definitely won't need them. Rick, thank you again for all of the support. Roll out the day. Let's go. Mickey Pete, you too. C-Pop.
Took a long time to get here and I'm
Audit today. This is Sil. Tinkerbell, we got you as well. Tiny Tank Top, Tim Tom. No one is afraid of you. Reggie, love the garden. Thank you. Lexi, Shay, thank you again, everyone. It's a group effort, seriously. It really is a group effort. They get up here and they cry.
I know the ladies love me because I'm sweet like a tooth. Player hating on
Kamala Harris is just doing so much.
I tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse.
Oh, but I need her. That's what these Trump supporters are doing. You go into their lives on TikTok.
So handsome.
Just boring. Same old tired playbook on TikTok, right?
This is how I sound when I'm
Declassified, yes. Queen Morgan, I see ya. Awesome. All right, Janice, I see you. Queen Lee, welcome back. Shay, thank you. Miss Cam, thank you. Alter Ego, thank you so much. Union Gang, I see you, champ.
I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm hotter than Hades.
Hey, Idaho gal, shout out to Idaho. Oh, we almost hit our gift goal. Let's get it.
I gotta choose.
If you play around with love, Angel, thank you. Power to the people.
So don't play me.
We're not going back.
You can't swim, don't be in the pool.
Tiny Tank Top, Tim Tom.
Be cool. I'm just
no one is afraid of you. Cold as the days. Thank you.
With the truth.
Yeah, grab your goose. Sexy. We hit our goal. Thank you, everyone.
Because I'm sweet like a tooth. Hating on the gods,
yeah, she's going to prosecute Donald Trump tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If I were you, if I were Trump, he's going to be saying, you know what? Maybe it'd have been better if I went to jail.
I'm so handsome. That's why you call me Zeus.
Thank you. I'll invite you up, Tiny Tank Top. But every time I get you in the box, you don't have information. Question. I'll give it to what was his name? Sean. Yeah. He let me know what was going on up there. That's what I want to hear. All right. If you don't want to tell me what's going on up there, then I don't want to talk.
You know about me. I like to get wild.
Get out and vote.
I'm the guy
Get out and vote. Do those beautiful absentee ballots, or just make sure your vote gets counted.
Okay. All right.
Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. I've named him Deranged Jack Smith.
It's me.
I wonder what his name used to be. Jack Smith. It sounds so innocent, doesn't it? Jack Smith. What's his name? Jack Smith. He's a very nice man. He's a behind-the-scenes guy, but his record is absolutely atrocious. He does political hit jobs. You don't mind if I go off teleprompter for a second, do you? Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy? Sir, you must stick to policy. You'll win it on the border. You'll win it with inflation. You'll win it with your great military that you built that they gave away $85 billion worth.
On behalf of everyone whose story could only be written in the greatest nation on earth, I accept your nomination to be President of the United States of America. I promise to be a president for all Americans. You can always trust me to put country above party and self, to hold sacred America's fundamental principles, from the rule of law to free and fair elections to the peaceful transfer of power.
Amen. Look at that. Look at all that enthusiasm. All right, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Stay safe.